Right knee, reach the arms up. And if you are dealing with shoulder issues today, then I would have the hands apart instead of pulling your hands together, just to create a little more space there, a little less tension. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step up, feet together. And then right foot back, same thing, warrior one. So the back heel comes to the ground, bending the left knee. Palms face each other. Inhale. And exhale, release hands to the front of the mat, step up, feet together, and fold. Bending your knees, taking Utkatasana, chair pose, palms facing each other again, and then up to stand, hands to heart. Okay, let's start in Utkatasana again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forwards. Left foot comes back, Virabhadrasana, warrior one. Inhale, rise up. This time we're going to pause here. Exhale, so bending in the right knee a little deeper, extending the left leg a little more. And your hips, you're trying to point them forwards in the same direction as your front foot. Yes, so right hip pulls back, left hip is reaching forwards. One more, inhale. We're going to exhale into warrior three. So let's shift the weight over the right foot. And let's lift the left leg back behind us till we feel like we're about parallel with the floor. Inhale. Exhale, bring your left knee to your chest. Bring your arms back behind you in sort of a flamingo stance. Inhale, we'll extend. Exhale, knee to chest, arms back. One more time, inhale. And exhale this time, bring your knee to your chest and rise up to standing. Holding your knee with your left hand, right hand to hip, or maybe you take hold of the big toe and extend your left leg out in front of you. Inhale, either holding the knee or the toe. Exhale your left leg out to the left side. Just one breath. Inhale. And exhale, swing your left leg all the way back behind you, coming into Virabhadrasana 2 or warrior 2. So you can adjust your feet, maybe a bit of a wider stance. Bend your right knee so your knee is pretty much over your ankle and your arms are extended straight back and straight forward. Breathing here, inhale. Exhale. Relaxing the shoulders down. Inhale and exhale. Then we'll inhale, extend the right leg, getting ready for Trikonasana triangle. So pulling the right hip back, stretch out to the right side. And you can have your right hand either on the inside of your ankle, your leg, or if you have a block, you could put it on a block. If you've got the flexibility and like to have your fingertips on the floor, you can go ahead and do that too. Gaze at your left fingers, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. Think of having a nice long spine, reaching the top of the head away from the hips. And one more breath, inhale, and exhale, release your left hand to the ground. So pyramid pose, let's move the right foot over to the right a little, and we'll move the left foot forwards a tiny bit. So the feet are not lined up. It's more like you're on skis, or yeah. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. So hands can be on blocks again, or just gently on the floor without putting weight on your arms. Really, the weight is in the legs. The hands are just there for a little bit of balance, okay? And the hips, sometimes the right hip tends to want to jut out to the side, so just gently draw your right hip back. Your sacrum is pretty much flat. Inhale and exhale. And if you're in a deep forward fold, then inhale, rise up until you feel like your back is almost parallel to the floor. So we can set up for revolved triangle. Left hand comes to the outside of the right foot. And then let's bring the right hand to the low back just to get a sense of where our hips are at. Try to twist the rib cage. Yeah, towards the right, and then maybe raise the right arm to the sky. Breathing here, inhale, exhale. Inhale, breathing through those shaky ankles. Exhale. One more, inhale. And then exhale, lower your right hand down. Let's go ahead and step the left foot forwards and we'll fold into Uttanasana. Right foot comes back, so Virabhadrasana 1. Our back heel is on the ground. Let's bend the left knee and then we'll bring the arms up overhead. Again, draw the shoulders down. Breathing here, 1, 2, and 3. Warrior 3. We're going to shift the weight into the left foot and we're going to lift the right leg up behind us so we feel like it's parallel to the floor. We'll lengthen the whole body on the inhale and then exhale, knee to chest, arms come back. 1, inhale, lengthen, exhale, 2, 1 more, inhale, and exhale, 3. This time we're coming up, drawing the right knee into the chest. So you can hold the knee, stay there, or take hold of the big toe and extend the right leg. Oh, I'm touching the plant. Inhale. And then we'll exhale, open to the right side. Gazing over the left shoulder. Inhale. And then exhale, the right foot comes to the back of the mat, warrior 2. So we'll probably need to wiggle our feet around to get them in place. We do want them lined up now. Yeah? And then extending straight back through the right arm, straight forward through the left arm. Usually we can lower our hips a little bit deeper, so you might want to try. Breathe in. Breathe out. And notice if you are dealing with shoulder tension or shoulder issues, every time we do a pose, just think, oh, draw the shoulders down, relax, create space. 1 more. Inhale, extend your left leg, Trikonasana, so the left hip comes back, and then we stretch out to the side, lower the left fingertips to the ground, or maybe it's the back of the hand on the inside of the leg. Want to make sure you're not leaning on that bottom arm, right? Your core muscles and your legs are holding you up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feels so good on the hips. Breathe in. And breathe out. Right hand comes down for our pyramid pose. So we're going to move the left foot over to the left a little, and then we'll adjust and bring the right foot forward a tiny bit so we can really square off our hips. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Again, your hands can be on blocks or just on the floor. Breath is nice and smooth. And then let's lengthen our spine so that we have a nice flat back. We're set up for our revolved triangle. So the right hand comes to the outside of the left foot and then the left hand onto the low back. We just sort of lengthen our spine first and then try to turn from the belly button up and maybe extend the left arm to the sky. 3 breaths. One more, inhale. And exhale, release your left hand down, stepping up, feet together, and fold into Uttanasana. Let's bend our knees for Utkatasana, our chair pose. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale, come to stand, hands to heart, Samastitihi. We'll take a big step towards the right for Prasarita Padottanasana. So your toes can be turned in just a little, hands to hips. Inhale, roll your shoulders back. And exhale, let's fold forward. So we're really hinging at the hips, not rounding the back. So you might just come halfway, hands on blocks, or if you have room to come all the way down, go ahead. Again, we won't put weight on our hands. We're going to keep all the weight on our feet. So maybe you want to walk your hands back a little bit, They're just really there for balance. You can let your head come down. Breathe 1. 2. 3. Turn the right toes out slightly, bend your right knee, coming to Skandasana. You can have your left toes turn up towards the ceiling, hands to prayer, and you can kind of press your elbow towards your knee, turning your upper body towards the left side. And maybe your heel comes to the ground, maybe not, you might be on your toes, that's okay too. Next movement we're going to try to do without our hands, but you'll see how it goes. We're going to go from this right side over to the left side. So we're going to push into the right foot, coming up and over to the left side. And then right toes out, up, and hands to heart. We're pressing the back of the left arm into the inner left thigh. Breathe in. Breathe out. And one more. Coming back to center, push into your left foot, see if you can do it without your hands. And then we'll place the hands down and just walk the feet in closer for our squat pose. Lowering the hips, hands to heart. Good, so again, some of us will be on our toes, that's okay. Just letting the heels go towards the ground and a nice release for the low back. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. 2 and 1 more. Inhale. And exhale 3. We're going to lower our seat to the ground, Baddha Konasana, bottoms of the feet together, knees out to the sides. So we kind of open up our feet like we're opening up a really good book. You can butterfly them out if that feels good, or just gently draw the buttocks back. Inhale, sitting up tall. And if there's room to fold, we'll exhale, fold forwards again with a flat back, so we're trying not to round the spine, but like you're tilting your pelvis forwards. Yes, and breathe there. 1, 2, 3. And then let's rise back up. And we'll just extend the right leg out to the right side. You could draw the left foot in a little closer. Turn to the left and raise your left arm up and over. So you're reaching over your left ear. Yeah, so not in front, but over. And then maybe you're reaching for the toes. But if that makes you fold forwards, then I would say just have the arm alongside the ear. Don't worry about grabbing the toes. 2, 1 more inhale. Exhale 3. Let's rise back up. And we're just going to come onto the forearm very lightly as we extend the right arm alongside the right ear. Like a softer version of Wild Thing. Let's come to center and do the other side. So left leg out, right foot in. And we're going to inhale, raise the right arm up. And exhale, we'll side bend to the left side. So again, we're trying to do a side stretch. We're not folding over the leg. We're not facing down. We're facing up towards the sky. Maybe we're reaching for the toes. Maybe not. 1 more. Inhale, rise back up. And this time we're going to draw the feet together. And we'll do what's called blossoming lotus. So we'll hook the arms underneath the legs, sort of under the knees. Toes out to the side, lift your chest. Yeah, so we tend to sort of sink down the chest. Would you lift it up, roll the shoulders back. Yeah, so you might even feel that stretch across the collarbones. Good, and then in one swift movement, we're going to unravel the arms, take hold of the big toes, and extend the legs into a nice V, a version of boat pose, Navasana. Keep lifting the chest. Remember, you don't want your boat to sink. You want to lift up. And then maybe you can release the legs and lift the arms for 3, 2, you got it. 1 more breath, inhale. And exhale, lowering the legs down nice and slow, and then folding forwards between the legs. Yeah, so maybe you'll be up on your hands here, and just working on, or putting your hands behind you, working on getting that forward tilt. Or if you have more flexibility, You're walking your hands out in front of you, getting that nice release, a nice stretch to the inner thigh and the low back. And one more breath. Let's walk the hands back in. Let's draw the feet together and we'll come onto our backs for a bridge pose. So feet hip distance apart. If you have a block or a cushion you want to put between your knees, it's a nice way to sort of emphasize engaging the inner thigh and pelvic floor. Let's press down through the low back so we do get that engagement either way. And then scoop the hips up. Maybe interlacing the fingers, but if your shoulders really need a rest, then I would say just leave the arms alongside your body. If you're okay, you can interlace your fingers and kind of roll the shoulders under. That does make it a deeper stretch. So if there is any inflammation, let's lay off, hands beside the body. And just really think about lifting the hips up, creating space in the chest, the belly for your breath. 2, one more, inhale. Exhale, 3, let's come down. We did quite a bit of hip opening, so let's do the opposite. Let's separate our feet and let our knees come together. You could just hang out there, or if you want to sort of windshield wiper them in, you can sort of roll to the right, drop your left knee in, and then do the same thing on this other side. You lean a little to the left and let your right knee drop in. And then let's come back to center. Let's do bridge pose again. This time we'll try it with a leg lift. So let's go ahead and lift the hips up. And if you want to hold the side of your mat, you can do that, or just arms alongside your body. Right knee in, extend the right leg for 3, 2, 1, and then right foot down, left knee in, stretch left leg up for 3, 2, 1, and lower the left foot down. Good, let's draw the knees into the chest, rock a little side to side, and then take your arms alongside your body, and we're going to be bringing the knees in and up, lift the low back up, and then lower the legs about 45 degrees. So we're going to come in and up, and then lower however far you want to go without letting your low back lift off the ground. So low back stays on the ground, and we just lift and lower. So you really want to make sure you're engaging your core muscles when you're lowering the legs. Yeah? Let's do 2 more. 1 and 2. Nice. Let's bend the knees, hug the knees to the chest, keep the right knee in, stretch the left leg out. And we're just going to do a little spinal twist. So right knee over to the left side, stretch your right arm out to the right. Breathe there. For 1, you can let your head turn to the right. 2, 3, and then other side. We're going to draw left knee in, right leg out, and then bring the left knee over to the right side, and left arm out to the left, gazing over your left shoulder. For 1, 2, 3. And then let's come back to center. And we'll lay down on our backs in corpse pose for a little shavasana. So just getting yourself comfortable on your back, palms to the sky. That also helps you create just a slight opening in the shoulders rather than having the arms down, or the palms down. So palms up, eyes closed. Take a deep full breath in. And exhale. Taking a moment to notice any differences in your body, your breath, and just more your overall sort of energetic body. Take a deep, full breath in. Exhale, wiggle the fingers and toes. You can stretch out the arms and legs. And then draw the knees into the chest, and we'll roll to the right side. We'll slowly come back up to seated. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. Hope to see you again. Please subscribe to the channel and leave me a comment. Let me know how you liked the practice. Bye.